weep, grana weep, ninny bong, and welcome back to my channel. And today, there's only really one thing on the agenda, and that is PulseCon, reveals, PulseCon, Thu, and also, look, we have Dan Larson as well. All this, and maybe a couple of things more, coming up in the next few minutes.
And now the news. Don't touch that dial.
First up though, maybe a quick clear up from my last video, and that quick clear up is around the new age version of the live action Megatron from Dark of the Moon. I said that this was Legend Class. Now this, my friends, will not be Legend Class. This bad boy will actually be 31 centimeters tall, which puts him at masterpiece scale. Very, very interesting. Some people saying that this is a prototype. I still don't know. I really hope though. Silver Wheels, you better hope this is a prototype. Now, for those of you who are in the know, you know I've been playing Transformers Devastation in my shorts. So yes, I've been playing Transformers in my shorts. Well now, people, you can now have Transformers on your shorts, and you can pick up these wonderful boxes. Pretty cool. The wonderful DNA designs that do upgrades for your Transformer figures have put out another silhouette, and they are saying, we would like you to guess who this is. Put your answers down in the comments, but yeah, this is probably the easiest one they've done yet. Now we turn to something really interesting. Look at this, my friends. This is Arcee Dreams of Diacon. No, Hasbro are not doing this, unfortunately. This is somebody on YouTube, and I believe they are also on Instagram as well, called 87 Render. Go and check them out. I'm only playing a very little piece of this. I highly recommend going to check this out. They've got 28k subs, and they make some absolutely gorgeous, beautiful Transformers animation just like this. Hasbro, hire this dude. This is what we want. Now we move over to the Yolopark Diecast Megatron that's coming very, very soon, and we can see the packaging here that looks pretty damn nice, and also we can start to look at this bad boy inside of the packaging as well. Really cool looking figure. Obviously this thing doesn't transform, but it has interchangeable faces, parts, and looks highly posable. Even comes with a sword and a purple mace as well. All in all, this is a great looking Megatron. I just wish it transformed. It even got light up eyes, and I do love that stand as well. There's something about that stand that really stands out. Nice. Now my friends, now we move to PulseCon. So Hasbro PulseCon is in full effect, and one of the things that they've shown off so far is to do with Heroquest, and you can go and buy the purple dice for Dread Moon Rising. Now, as much as I love these, and they do come with a rather spiffing little mat as well, I have to say, Hasbro, you're doing us dirty. This actually annoys me quite a lot. When you bought the Frozen Horror came with the blue dices. Now we buy Dread Moon, and now have to buy the purple dices for Dread Moon, sold separately. So we're buying DLC for our DLC. Microtransaction? Hasbro, you do my head in. On a happier note, when we actually got to some presenters, we got these two absolute beauties. Yep, Thu on stage with Dan Larson. Oh my god, I want this as a podcast. This is probably one of the highest point of the convention so far, and they also spent a little bit of time in the archives. Now for me, I want to just see 3 hours of Thu and Dan Larson in the Hasbro archives looking at the old toys and chatting shit about it. That for me sounds better than any Hasbro PulseCon or anything that Hasbro has ever done. That's the podcast. That's the podcast I want to see forever, because it was certainly better than some of the reveals we got. Yeah, boy. So we now know that Transformers Legacy is now changing its name to Transformers Legacy United, and we are still getting core class figures. And this is from Infernac Universe. This is Boulderdash, and yes it is. I hate Core Class. We then have Beast Wars 2 Universe Tasmania Kid, which looks like it's been based off Rat Trap that we got during the War for Cybertron line. Am I right? Am I wrong? I think I might be right one. And then probably the best of the three comes Energon Universe Megatron. And this one actually I think looks okay. I'm not a massive fan of it. Maybe they'll also use this as a shattered glass version, a shattered glass core take as well. Maybe they'll just do a little bit of a reimagining on that one. I'm sure Hasbro won't miss that open goal, right? It might actually look better than the version that we got actually for this shattered glass Megatron, because that was bloody horrifying as well. This is probably the best out of all three, but yeah, Core Class is still ain't for me. Still not. Then they showed off some leaders, and the first leader that we can see is a Lazer Prime. Yep, so Lazer Prime is getting a reissue here. This is one that I'm sure we've already got, and actually we've already got a different take with the Toxitron take, and so that then leaves us with something that is brand new. This is going to be Tiger Hawk. Tiger Hawk coming to us from the Beast Wars universe, and yeah, again, this looks okay. I do dig the kind of day glow shades and all of these kind of things with it as well. It takes me back to a little bit of Gen 2 type Transformers here, and I don't believe this is a partial off anything else, but I'm sure somebody will let me know down in the comments. It's nice to see some of these lesser known and lesser used characters getting some light here, especially at leader class. But yeah, again, for me, I'm not the biggest Beast Wars fan, so this is not anything that will tickle my fancy too much. So this whole Rock Lord theme is kind of coming back. This is Magneous, so yeah. Okay, otherwise known as Transformers Korg. He'll be at Deluxe Class along with Windblade. Windblade here. Poor old Windblade, not looking too great here, in all honesty. The alt mode looks okay, passable, but I do think that the bot mode is just... there's something proportionally off about it, and I don't know if the plastic that they've used looks the same kind of quality as some of the other deluxes that we can see, but this one, I'll just be honest, I was excited about Windblade when I saw some of the pre-thingies that we see, all these lists that appear. I am excited to have a Windblade. I haven't actually got a Windblade in my collection at the moment, so I was hoping that this might fill that gap, but no, maybe we're spoilt for choice because there are some fantastic third-party Windblades out there now that when Hasbro release something like this, it makes me go no. At Voyager Class, we are also going to get Thundertron. So Thundertron looking pretty good here out of all of the kind of newer figures. I think this is the one that looks one of the most exciting here. And then finally, we spoke about before, we are going to get Optimus Prime as well. So Energon Optimus Prime is coming. Then back down at Deluxe, we get this little dude from Rescue Bots. And this is a bit of an unexpected one. And out of all of them, for some reason, is strangely my favorite. I think that this is also a partial from Sunstreaker. Certainly when I look at that squared off chest, that's the kind of vibe I'm getting here, that's where that's come from. But all in all, this does look one of the better bots out of all of them, and nice to see a kind of rescue bot getting elevated to this level. So maybe there'll be a few more surprises down the line, but so far this line, yeah, it's got me kind of sleeping. I don't even think I will pick up the rescue bots here. And as a Hasbro Pulse exclusive for the convention, we have Armada Universe Jolt and Armada Universe Powerlinks Hotshot. Looking pretty good. This kind of thing was out, I think, last time as well, and they kind of showed this one off as well, or showed off a version of this one. Again, not something that really has me all that excited, not something that I'll be picking up. I can see the little changes that they've made to make it the exclusive, but I wasn't excited about this pack the first time. I'm not that excited about it this time. Let me know your thoughts about this one down in the comments. Have you picked this one up for the extortionate price? Not in the mood to pay for anything? Then don't worry, Hasbro Pulse has got you covered with that one as well, because they're doing some giveaways, and one of the giveaways that they're giving away is the Robosen X Transformers Grimlock. Awesome looking, not that great sounding, but well worth getting for free, so enter that competition. That's where I'll be. Next year we celebrate 40 years of Transformers. So 40 years of Transformers is being celebrated very, very soon next year. And this for me was the hypest bit of the whole damn show, because this is the bit that I am the most excited for. Next year, boys, here we go. So that's everything from me on this Transformers Friday. Just wanted to cover everything that kind of went down, do a bit of a TLDR on it. In all honesty, this is, for me, the weakest Hasbro PulseCon so far. The highlight was the 40 years, and also just seeing Dan Larson and Stu on the stage. I'd have been much happier just watching those guys connect for a while and just chat about toys and Transformers. Really, that would have been a much better show. Let me know your thoughts on everything though. Are you super excited? If you're a Beast Wars or a cartoony animated fan, you're probably super excited. For me, yeah, it was a little bit lackluster, and like I say, the weakest Hasbro PulseCon that I've certainly spoke about ever. There's nothing that I'm rushing out to buy right now. Speaking of not rushing out, I will not be rushing out another video at all next week, as I am on my travels again. But don't worry, you can still catch me in my shorts playing Transformers Devastation, and I may also share a few other things from my travels. Next week I will be in the sunny climate of the Netherlands. I'll be in Amsterdam, and then be in a little place called Remond after that as well. So thank you all very much for your support. If you're new around here, please stick up and give me a like, a share and a subscribe. And tomorrow I'm going to go watch some Mexican wrestling. So I might actually share some of that in my shorts as well. Mexican wrestlers in my shorts with Transformers. Here we go. Let's go, boys!